it's Claire here. How are you today? And it's Wednesday and we are live with a busy Queen Bee. Yes, we're live and look at my background today. I'm full of flowers and I'm going to be pollinating all over. No, I'm only joking. Lovely setup today. And today I want to talk to you about the 5 elements that we discuss when we talk about Feng Shui and when we talk about the natural 5 elements that we have. So you have the wood, which is the wood, the fire, earth, metal and water. So those are the 5 elements which makes up our natural environment, and the 5 elements works on the environment. So when you're looking at setting up a new shop or offices, or when you have a new environment, a business environment that you want to actually create, you must have one of each of the 5 elements to create a real nice welcoming atmosphere, because they all work together. The 5 elements are on the nature side of it, but it also means that as a person, we all have some of those elements. So a fire person would be bold, will be enthusiastic, will be transformational. Somebody with more of an earth element would be more grounded and stability. It's all about physical strength. The metal element, if somebody has got a metal element in themselves, is more about the mental power, the sharpness, anything to do with the mental. And somebody with more water, well, water is all about emotions. It's all deep inside. It's all the spirituality of things. And then the wood, it's all about the creation and the creativity and the expansion. So when we talk about the 5 elements, as a personality test, there's a really good exercise to do to understand which elements are in yourself, so you can understand better how you can actually embrace it and nourish it or control some of the ways that you do it. And it's the same way in your retail environment or business environment. Creating an environment with those 5 elements will help a better harmony into the business. So I'll just explain it a little bit into more details, but there are 3 cycles, and the first one is the nourishing circle. So if you think about a mother and a child, that relationship of nurturing, the mother is here and she wants to nurture her child, and so when we think about that cycle, it's all about, so the wood, for example, feeds the fire. So if the more wood you have, the more fire. So it'll feed the fires. Yes, you'll go and you'll feed the fire. The fire will feed earth. So obviously by burning wood, it will make ash and it will create, more earth. Earth would feed metal. Obviously, metal underneath the earth, we've got lots of metals, and that's why the more we create ashes, the more we create earth, the more we'll create metal. The metal nourishes water by condensation that you have when you're melting the liquids, the smelting, that's a good word, isn't it? You will create water. And obviously, water feeds wood. So this is how the circle works when you're nourishing the circle. So in a business environment, when you're looking at working everything together, you would have a bit of wood, you would have a bit of fire, you would have a bit of earth, and you make sure that you've got the 5 elements in place to make that environment work. So now you need to think about how it would affect if the 5 elements didn't nourish each other. So the second element is called the controlling element. So you think about it as your grandparents, for example, the grandparents who come in and they kind of interfere a little bit on how you treat your children, or, that kind of parent-child relationship. This is where the controlling element is. So for example, fire will control the metal because it will melt the metal. Metal will control the wood because metal cut wood. The wood control earth because it consumes earth, and then earth will dam water. Water control fire. So you see that kind of circle go down in a circle, and then it would it doesn't work as well when you've got different areas. So for example, in a place where you've got a lot of fire, a lot of red, a lot of elements which, you know, will burn out, and, you know, you need to calm things down a little. Okay, so you can put a bit of water which will actually bring the elements down and bring the harmony in a better harmony. And the third cycle is the reductive cycle. So think about a child, for example, and the child is not well. It's, you know, it reduces the mother energy. So it doesn't extinguish it, but just reduces that energy. So if you think about those circles, those 5 elements, the fire reduces the wood. Obviously by burning it, it reduces the wood. The wood reduces water, because obviously the wood needs to grow, and it'll take the water to grow. The water reduces metal by the corrosion side of it. Metal reduces earth. By removing the metal reduces the earth. And when you think about mining, when, you know, we're taking all those metal out of, you know, the earth, that's the reduction there. And then the earth reduces fire. Well, just throw some dirt on the campfire and you'll see what it does to you. So again, that circle, it's all about understanding how you can utilize the 5 elements in your business and make this environment a more harmonious environment. So think about having some water fixture perhaps, think about having some nice red flowers at the back, think about having some earth element to ground people, but think about, you know, you don't want to have too many of one or the other. So the 5 works together. So if you think about your environment, think about having those 5 elements to make an harmonious place to be. So that's it for now. That's my little tips on the 5 element. It's a really big thing in Feng Shui, and I love talking about it. If you want to know some more, just get in touch with me or go on my website, thebusyqueenbee.com, and I'd love to talk to you a bit more about how we can make your environment in your business a more harmonious and balanced, so your employees feel good, and then your customers will feel so happy to come to you. Bye for now.